arm round to Jessica.
Left arm
round to Jessica.
Right arm
Round to Jessica.
Sat down with the CEO a while because he was so excited, and we sat down.
We're fucking too.
We were fucking. So I sat down on his penis and we had a discussion. And we were talking about it. And he was like, I have everything in the world. Wow. Well, I'm so happy to be here. My name is Nancy Reagan, no relation. And
I wonder if like presidents can get followed by the dead, like for important like legislation.
yes, I know that could be a huge problem for democracy. We didn't even think about that.
You might have just ruined democracy, Nancy Reagan.
Don't let. So sad your eyes are stuck on sarcasm mode.
It's like, it's something that, and the doctors tell me that it's so baked into what I do now that it has become genetic, and I will pass that along to my children.
Oh my gosh, so it's evolved.
Yeah.
You have adapted and evolved.
I've never heard of a behavior turning into genetics. That's nuts.
Yeah,
No, it
that's why
happens.
it's really
It
sad.
does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My baby left for cigarettes and milk and never came back, just like my father. And it's really.
Oh no,
it's
that was genetic.
fucked me right
so it's
up.
skipped
I
a
think
generation.
At night sleep, I sit out on the bow of my boat and stare at the ocean, wait patiently for the next day to start, seeing if my baby's going to paddle back to me.
God, that's such a sad story.
It doesn't have to. We don't know the end yet.
Search why Nestle sells water. Terrifying.
Terrifying.
Let's just jump
Bad
in.
news.
Yeah,
There's
let's
a
just jump.
2-hour YouTube essay on it.
Okay.
It's scathing.
$100 grand. Is it chocolate or money? Knock, knock at the door.
I switch.
Mr. Snickers is here. Is he treating or tricking? I wouldn't know. Throw a Skittle through the door. Is it him? No.
Can I say?
So that's one of them.
I love.
Okay, now I only want to hear poems from now on. I don't want to hear anything
I
else.
love this because your poetry asks so many questions about candy nobody's asking and doesn't
I'm in the
answer
candy
one of them. Doesn't answer one question. It just poses so many questions
That's what
about
poetry
candy.
is to me.
It's about diverting. It's about posing a question and then saying, actually, it's a different question. And so we're constantly playing ping pong about what question we're supposed to pay attention to.
But this is why they put you in second for the variety.
Thank you. And I'm young.
Because you're contributing to the laws. I really think
Yes.
what you're doing. That's
Nobody
great.
ever thought Mr. Snickers.
We all talk, and I when I read it, I was like, oh my gosh, we've been recycling the same characters over and over again. Frankenstein, Dracula. When right there, Mr. Snickers has been sitting there,
This whole time.
knocking on your door, only to be detected by throwing a Skittle through the door.
And then to end the poem with no.
I tell you
no.
though, I was riveted till the end.
Well, let me tell
Genuinely,
ya.
I was thrilled to hear
The
that.
Skittle references virginity.
Whoa.
And you
How?
can take that to the bank.
How?
You'll look it up.
You'll look it up.
There's a 2-hour video essay on it.
I'll look it
So
up.
not look it up. I just inevitably will look it
You'll
up.
look it up. Just like Nestle has water. You'll look it
Oh,
up.
I know you. You'll look it up.
Wow, that
Thank
was
you. That was one of them,
absolutely
yes.
beautiful.
That was genuinely captivating.
Oh, are you kidding? I think Allegiant, they're all full of sexual harassers.
Wow, heavy claim, Barb. Heavy claim, Barb.
I'll say it.
That's
Lock
a
me
big
up. Put me
claim.
away. I'm being selfish tonight.
I love that.
I love that. Accuse someone of sexual harassment. Treat yourself, queen.
It's a me day, which means oh no for you. I'm making big old claims.
I love that.
I can't wait to see Steph Curry
can't
in
wait to
those
see you
shorts
tonight.
tonight.
I can't wait to watch basketball.
Yeah, baby.
tonight.
Me too.
Yeah, you gonna wear that little dress?
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
And we will.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my! The breaking news: there has been a shooting at the mall.
Well, I hope it doesn't rain.
That was actually the worst part of the clip.
That's the worst.
They actually clipped.
We could have just played that part. We could have just played that part. We didn't have to play the other part.
No, that was the worst part of the clip.
It's interesting. It's a double whammy because I really thought the first part was bad.
It's not a double I mean, it's the worst thing to say.
The beginning felt like you were doing voice to text, but you added inflection for the text, and the end is just definitely the worst thing to say about
God,
it.
everyone was saying there have been so many ungodful shootings that are so disgusting, and
awful.
no one has ever said anything more insensitive about the shooting.
My friends, I'm not proud. My friends, I'm not proud. And thank God I have these cheekbones. Otherwise, I would not have skated out of that thing alive.
And it's also, did you make a mistake, or were you hoping it wouldn't rain?
Well, I genuinely was hoping it wouldn't rain. I thought, what could be the worst thing that would happen to those people after that happened?
Well, I think what's hard too is you're the weather person, right?
All you can kind of talk about is
You can discuss it.
Yeah, I guess I'm not supposed to talk about hoping. I'm supposed to talk about knowing.
About facts or not?
It's not my proudest moment, gentlemen. It's not my proudest moment.
you'd be the only one that really knows if it's gonna rain.
You just inner monologuing saying you hope it doesn't rain. It's not helpful for anyone in this situation.
You are so far up your own butt
What?
that you will never know. Even your therapist is up your anus.
You guys are just like,
You made a house in your colon and you ain't never leaving it.
what?
You went up
You
in
heard
the...
him.
He
You
said
made
you
a
live
house
in your
in your
colon.
colon.
I'm saying you bought property inside your own ass.
You guys
He
are
probably
so...
can't even buy. He's renting property in Colon.
Is the Xanax coming down, or what's up?
Are your ears getting bigger? Because you're looking like Dumbo.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's good.
No, it's
That's-
not.
That's hilarious.
Talking about.
Simone, that was very funny.
Because like sometimes like I will actually like go into the bully and like make him say like kind of embarrassing things like with my voice. So like he's like supposed to be strong in a bully, and then he'll be like, and I love Britney Spears, and people are like, wait, what? I'm kind of like Casper the Ghost, but a girl in high school.
And what do they do after you leave their body?
They also shit and throw up blood.
Wow.
So that's just so interesting to see people have such reaction.
But a lot of it is not as important as shitting and throwing up. That comes later in the night. Right after, though, a
Yes.
lot of the times they're kind of like, whoa, what was that? I didn't mean what I said. And everybody's like, you just said you liked Britney Spears. And everybody points and laughs. And then they get like humbled a little bit as bullies. And I kind of stand on the side and go, hand on my hand. And then,
What?
Hannah, what was that? What was that? Do that again.
Hand on my head.
Do that
Hold
again.
on, what?
What was that?
I know it's hypocritical for me to nail you down
but
for some
I
nonsense,
actually-
but what was that?
so I stand to the side and I go, hand on my head. Yeah.
Hand on my head? Yeah.
What is that?
So what is that just sort of down by the banks of the hanky panky sort of situation,
my
or lemonade
catchphrase.
crunchy
It's
eyes?
like you're losing your breath a little.
And you're not putting your hand on your head.
Hand on my head?
My head. Yeah.
Hand on my head? Yeah.
Can you do it
Hand on my
again,
head.
please?
Yeah. So I cross my arms and I go, hand on my head? Yeah. And what I'm hoping for is somebody gives me a high five and goes like, hand on my foot. And it's like this cool moment. I'm trying to pitch a TV show. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create enough IP around my ghost
Hand
to
on my
pitch a
hand.
TV show.
Well, I'll be honest. Now's the scene in your Ghost Hunters episode where Zach talked about hand on my hand over and over again. Makes
Hand
a
on my
little
hand.
bit more sense.
Hand on my hand, hand on my head. It's like I switch off. I go, hand on my hand? Yeah, hand on my head.
Hand on my hand. Hand on my head. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a little bit what I do. And the bullies.
I certainly will try that. I certainly will.
I'll certainly, as soon as I find out what that means, I will
you.
try it.
I'll certainly give that a go, dear girl. I certainly
I'll
will.
certainly
Sounds
try
like
it.
quite a hoot.
And you had Sarah J. Bread. She needed to use it.
Sure, but I was making...
Because I was method, I wasn't thinking straight. You know,
sorry.
all I was
Yeah.
thinking of was I was a woman
Sarah
who
J.
needed to feed Sarah J. bread to her family.
I'm sorry, I'm hashtag with her.
Well, are you guys kissing?
We're all straight, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're all straight.
Tragically.
And I wish I wasn't.
Ugh, it would be so fun to be queer.
It would be so. I have so many girl crushes on
I
so
wish
many
I
yeah.
people.
queer.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Ryan Gosling is so hot. I wish I could fuck him.
My dad is sick. He's dying. Sorry, we were improvising. I thought it was a fun improv moment.
No, I was being real.
Yeah, we actually, and we don't know how to get there with you.
What's your advice? We don't know how to get there.
What does that mean?
I mean, you and your improv friends, you spend so much time together coming up with like the hilarious things. Like you just said that, and I can't compete anymore.
Yeah.
Like what you just said, it felt like I was looking up at someone talking on the top of a house.
Yeah.
We don't know how to get there with
This
you.
is good heckling.
Got it.
Cow with a lot of issues. Sounds like my mother. Anyway.
Yeah, we can't win them all. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like
your
that
dish?
very much. I actually didn't like that. I think mothers are all angels. And I actually, if my mom's watching, that wasn't
What
about
are you,
Mom.
single and trying to date?
What?
Feels like you're pandering.
I'm not pandering. I just think moms are beautiful, and I'm not going to disparage them because some chef from a cult tells me that I should.
It's not a cult. It's Harvard University, and I went to the school.
I'm talking about the
of
compound you're on.
Oh, of course.
Here's my question. Final question. You walk into a Surlatob and you're the king of Surlatob for a day.
No. Hey,
What do you do?
ma'am, this is a terrible question. I'm the king. I'm the king of Surlatob for a day?
For a day. What do you do?
No.
No. All right, we'll find it. Do you guys have an idea for a final question?
I have a question. Go ahead. No, let's hear a
No,
question.
you ask yours, and then I'll ask mine.
Why don't we each ask a question and we'll answer our own question?
We'll audition out the final questions. And I'm going to
Rapid
stick
fire.
with the Surlatob King question. I think I was actually onto something.
I don't know.
I don't know
Okay.
if it's a noun.
So now we're all gonna go around and answer
We're
all of
lost
them.
in the sauce.
We're
We're
gonna-
lost in the sauce.
We're gonna answer all of them one by one with all four. So go ahead and you go
Oh,
first.
with all four. Okay,
Yeah.
can we get a reminder of the order really
So
quick?
King of Surlatob for a
King
day.
of Surlatob for a day.
Describe your perfect dinner.
Describe your perfect dinner.
If you were a meal, what would
If
you
you
be?
were a meal, what would you be? And
Favorite
rank
chip.
every chip. Favorite chip. If I were king of Surlatob, I would sing on the pans.
You sing?
My favorite meal. My favorite meal is a meatball who's up to no good. If I were a meal, I would be a flirty mushroom. And my favorite chip is Tostitos hint of lime.
Scoop or no scoop?
Scoop. I can't believe it. I just flew off a plane from
You flew off a plane.
Yes, horrible accident. Unbelievable.
Whoa!
No survivors, just me, because I was looking for my drink in the time, and I didn't have my seatbelt on. Everyone else did, and what do you know? It was the seatbelts that were the problem. So I just flew off a plane from Ontario, and I'm so excited to be here.
You okay, lady?
Oh, right as rain. Who is
Just noticing, there's a giant tree twig sticking out of your head,
Oh, well, what do you know?
covered in blood.
Honey,
there's a
honey,
little
put
bit
it
of
back
brain
in.
on that.
Honey, put it back in. You don't
There's a
take
little
bags
bit
out.
of brain on that. Hold on, let me
I
just
wish I
squeeze
would-
that back in there.
Okay, good.
And you lost more than this. And oh, I speak Russian. Hold on.
Is that how the brain works? Whoa!
You know how
That's
people.
a-
You know how
Hold
people
on,
wake up from
just
comas.
unlocked Russian?
You know how people wake up from comas and they speak entirely different
But that's
languages,
a
and then you
twig.
put them back.
Never heard of that before. I've never heard people wake up from coma.
Out of coma.
Let me just fix it a little bit. Let me fix it a little bit. Bonjour. Comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles?
Don't do this.
Sweetie, I'll Venmo you $3,000 if you don't touch that twig that's in your head anymore. It's making me sick to my stomach. Stop it.
Okay, one more. Now I'm finally back to English.
I want to know.
I'm
who is
back to English, but I'm never the same.
Oh, no.
I have 3 new memories that I didn't have before.
This is insane how the brain works.
I am remembering JFK assassinated, but there was another shooter.
Oh.
No one noticed. I'm remembering there was a potato famine. I am an Irish girl, and my mother is gone. Number 3, I was at a Green Day concert. They were bad.
Oh, no.
I think those were the memories of the twig.
The memories of the twig.
Birds.
Now, where do you keep the birds on the off days?
Oh, well, I have, my husband is my handler, my bird handler, and he takes all the birds in his house, and I live in a separate house.
Do you like being married to someone you don't live with?
I mean, I'll say I had to live separately because he must live with the birds, and it was just hard for me to separate work and pleasure.
So you sing with the...
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, Stone and Boy.
So that was a little excerpt of our beginning. Let it be known, there's still 14 minutes of video.
We come out a minute in, and then we watch the rest of the 14 with them.
You like to be a part of the experience.
It's so good to
We
get in
wave,
there.
and then we go, look back up at the screen.
As an audience, that feels not intuitive because I don't know when to clap. Do I clap?
And that's the magic. That's part of the magic.
It's putting people on the edge of it. Can I ask? Would you do a trick on me?
You want to do a trick on
Or
me?
does it work when you're not in the... You have a mic and it's going in your ear and not your mouth.
He's like a
Put
bird.
it in your mouth.
Please enjoy yourself into the mic.
Put your mic in the mouth.
Please enjoy yourself into the mic.
I just love that you come out and watch your video.
It's a good video.
He's a good video.
He's
He's
so
really
good
good.
for and
So
they,
you
yeah.
poach him.
Yeah, we poached.
You
We
poach
poach like
her.
an egg.
We're proud to poach. Oh, you're laughing?
I hate it. Can I ask you?
I was laughing.
He was laughing at himself.
I was laughing at my own joke.
Which was crazy because he was laughing at himself to laugh at me to laugh at him, but he showed me what laughter was.
So can,
I truly can't relate.
Okay.
what does it sound like when you cry?
crying. I
Can't relate. There we go. He got it faster than I
Speaking
did.
of poached, favorite brunch on the strip.
We moved on to crying, but it's okay. We'll go back to poached.
Yeah, well, we got a couple dead bodies on this one because you asked for a trick. We were talking about the opening, and then we got brunch.
Nothing screams Vegas more than a couple dead bodies on the strip.
Exactly. A couple of questions lying dead in the water at the Fountain Hotel.
And each one of those are very interesting. I'm sure the viewer would love to listen to. But you know what? Let's
Sort
jump
of
to best
interesting,
brunch
though.
on the strip.
Well, that's a callback to the beginning when we were talking about brunch. When you go to the Flamingo Hotel, they leave out some lobsters, and sometimes they don't clean up on the lobsters before the dinner goes around.
That's right.
Are you all right?
Are you eating old lobster?
Are you eating old
They have
Vegas
so
lobster?
much.
Well, yeah, my stomach is going to learn an immunity to any sort of a disease that come out from when the lobster's out for a long time.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
is that because of what you eat or because of what you do? Because of your stomach or because of your puppet mastery?
So you want to know my secret, huh?
I
So
do.
you want to know how I built a belly full of steel? I know a woman who lives in the... Why do you look at me like that?
Because I didn't know this was your secret. also, you just said, "Do you want to know how I built a belly full of steel?" And then ask, "Why am I looking at you like that?" That's why I'm looking at you
I
like
didn't
that.
know this is such a well-guarded secret. Nobody
Yeah.
even knows you have a belly full of steel. But you were saying there's a woman.
So you want to know my secret, secret, huh? Well, I've got a woman. She lives in the back of house of Vegas in the suburbs. I go to her and she feeds me casserole, but she feeds me a little bit of bacteria in each one. So slowly
purpose?
but surely, yes.
Is this on
To-
purpose?
Like a
to
little
build-
truffle sauce.
Exactly, to build up, it's like a probiotic or a yogurt. So you build up your immunity over time, and then eventually you can eat lobster no matter how long it's been sitting.
Congratulations.
And then there's enough for the puppet. The puppet said that.
It didn't say that. The puppet didn't say that. The puppet did not say the last line. The puppet said that.
Well,